Okay, alright, fine, I'll review it then. I'm gonna warn you though, I might be slightly biased against this car. So, let's get started. The Eagle R is the car from Carmageddon. Well, I've not played Carmageddon before, so I have no idea how it handles in that. But it looks kind of like a Ferrari 458 combined with a 2019 Corvette. It's super wide though, and wideness is generally good. That tends to mean you'll have good handling. Look at the Raiden, for example, although that has a short wheelbase. Well, this hasn't got that, probably because of the significantly narrower front end. The rear wheels kind of have a levering effect because of that. It also feels very loose in the way it turns. At least it's very flat, so... is that good though? Well, you be the judge. The Razor kinda sucks, but I don't know, sometimes flatness is good. Certainly is on tarmac tracks. Unlike the Razor though, this has 6 gears, so it's got good power band maintenance, you'd think. Well, actually no, it's only got power in the top end, and extremely little torque. It tops out at around 7,000 RPM, so you need very short gears. Combined with the width, makes the gears very difficult to use. Because of that aforementioned levering effect, it has a tendency to slow the car down in high-speed turns, and slow agile turns are unfavourable because of that narrow front end. What with it just weighing just over 1.5 tons also, it's quite pushy I suppose, but that weight also doesn't add to its handling. So what does it do well? Its acceleration is above average. I've not actually done a 0-60 run in it yet, but it's around 4.3 seconds, which is equal to the Supervenom. It's very predictable, which is actually a rarity in Wreckfest. It somehow feels familiar whenever I go to drive it. It's not really good at anything, but it's not so bad at anything that it's a deal breaker. Well, aside from that saw on the top of it, if I could remove like 80 kilos from the car to take that saw off, I think this thing would be amazing. Is it worth 100k? Well, that's how much I paid for it at least. But no, I don't think so. Remember, this car represents the Carmageddon update, which almost caused a huge division in the community and did lead to a massive drop in players, well, and the fact that the game would crash and be massively unstable at that point in time. Thankfully that player number is back up to where it was, but it's just not worth it because of that in my opinion. You may have noticed that I'm using a different shifting method at the moment. The controls are right stick up to shift up, right stick right to use the clutch, and right stick down to downshift. This combined with the maximum dead zone and minimum saturation leads to a really responsive clutch and significantly less overrev, which, as I've explained before, overrev is good with terrain, but this is quicker more or less everywhere else. I am missing the clutch sometimes though. Considering I've only used this for, what, less than 60 hours, I think I'm going to get used to it. You should definitely give this a try if you're considering learning clutch manual, because it becomes very muscle memory, shall we say. Anyway, thank you for watching.